Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is a scene for Empire of Thorns. Um, so Maurice Rose had a stack of books and scrolls and things that he acquiesced from a treasure trove in the Goblin Market. So he's decided to bring them to William Star Eyes, the Ashen Notary of the Autumn Court. He can find William in his study. It's a space he shares with Jeremiah. Jeremiah is not in here right now. William is only in here. He's kind of sitting in his desk, and when he sees the the uh, the king walk in, he'll get up from his desk and give him a very subtle and polite look and bow his head. Um, as he's only an Ashen Notary and not a very, it's still a very important role, but it's not that high. He actually does give Maurice a very respectful bow. And he'll say, uh, "Good day, Your Majesty."
I'll smile. Good day.
May I help you?
Well, I went on an adventure and I acquired some things that you might find interesting.
Oh. His
And
brows will kind of go up.
he tilts his head and smiles again. We found a bunch of abandoned things down beneath the Goblin Market, and I brought them home for you.
And his brows will go a little bit further up.
So he will pull out the little tiny beaded girly bag from his pocket and start reaching in elbow deep and pulling out stacks of books and scrolls.
As he begins to pile them onto William's desk, he'll just kind of tilt his head and he'll say, "Your Majesty, are you proposing to me?"
And he'll look up and tilt his head.
Because
A couple times.
although I must decline, I have to say that you are the most compelling suitor I've ever had.
He actually blushes a little bit and kind of stutters a few times.
Well, Your Majesty, I have such a raging brainer right now, I thought it was only appropriate.
Do you need a moment?
Heavy breathing. And then he'll just kind of like sigh and smile.
Do you need a Q-tip?
I think so.
He'll grin, pat him on the shoulder.
He'll smile at him.
I didn't know you had that in you.
What, joking?
You're so serious.
He'll blush a little bit. When one spends the span of a millennia watching the world turn before their eyes, it tends to cause one to turn inward to contemplation and introspection. And he'll like pick up the nearest book, just deciding to start at the fucking nearest thing near him. And he'll kind of open it up.
What about fun? What do you do for fun? What brings you joy?
I'll look up at him like, what? Like, what? I'll blink.
Do you not remember fun?
No, I do.
And then
As though he forgot that there was an and then part. He'll kind of blink. I might read a bit of fiction.
Oh, fiction, you say?
Perhaps some War and Peace, or maybe even Jane Austen.
Jane Austen.
Practically smut, isn't it, out of game?
Yeah.
Getting wild up in here with old Janie Aust.
He fans himself a little bit. Oh, Jane Austen. My goodness.
By Mr. Darcy. He'll just kind of grin, a very, very tiny grin, like basically the one in his overlay.
Uh-huh.
He'll just look back at the book. And his eyebrows will go up. Like, oh my, oh my, oh my.
Something good.
Yes.
Jane Austen good?
I'll behave.
Me never.
It's a comparison. A very in-depth comparison. Into the and he starts like there are words being dropped that are like holy shit. It's basically a comparison between scripture and the works of Charles Darwin, and the parallels that lie between basically explaining the Bible and creationism, and it's compared to other works of religious literature. And it looks like he's about to have a joygasm.
And Maurice just kind of tilts his head and just watches him like, oh, okay.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. Parallels between Christianity and reality. Oh my.
Like, he'll pick up a paper off his desk and start fanning him. Okay, calm down.
I'm so ashamed right now.
You're going to get a nosebleed.
Not again.
Oh, it's not Jane Austen, but...
No, it's better.
Oh my.
This is evolution. And he'll set the book aside as though he can't handle that right now. He can't even.
Yeah, save that
And
for your U time.
He'll pick up the next one. And he'll look it over. And it's a book on like making like magical like cloth. So he'll be like and like the history behind like magical clothings and things like that and stuff like that. And he actually seems like, oh, and he'll kind of peruse that for a minute.
Now, some of these did draw me to them on a magical sense. I did direct Miss Pearl to a few of them, but the ones that had the biggest pull I kept for you.
He looks at him as though you do notice me, senpai.
He'll smile and he'll
Not
pull
quite
the
so
ones.
brazenly.
He'll pull a couple of the ones that really like caught his eye and set them out.
He'll look through them. You'll probably want this one for yourself.
Oh.
And he'll tap it. He'll pat it.
And he'll lean over and look.
It's a book that can teach someone. The other was an art, not the autumn
What is it, Forge?
yes.
Okay. He'll nod and look it over.
I'll also put another book down on by Maurice. It's not a like a magic book. This one, it's more like a book,
Okay.
and but not like an IKEA book. Help it. You're gonna love it, the book. No, but he'll pass it over to him, and he'll say, "It's a book on the history of the Quarterly."
Oh.
And he'll smile.
I think my nephew might have use for this.
He'll nod. You seem a little weighted, Your Majesty. Are you well?
Well is a relative term.
Well, in the relative sense.
I would say relatively I'm well.
I'll smile at him. You are someone I consider a friend.
He'll smile. It's good to have friends.
I'll nod at him. Jeremiah and I have been friends for quite some time.
And he actually looks around like, where is he, actually?
He'll look around himself as though he didn't quite realize Jeremiah wasn't there. It's like, oh, he's not here. Probably working with William Morgan and the Queen.
I have to keep my eye on that one.
Jeremiah?
So,
Like,
William Morgan.
He'll swallow and he'll think. William is, in my opinion, the kind of man who is incapable of being anything but a great man. But the direction his greatness takes can often lead to very terrible things. And with the curse he is suffering under right now, it is only going to get worse.
He pinches the bridge of his nose. It's on my list.
Your Majesty, why don't you delegate tasks more?
To who?
There are many that you could delegate issues to. I found that Kimberly Ashland is a very capable woman. This next Sergelius, Sebastian, could keep him busy.
Sebastian needs to be kept where I can see him.
I think Sebastian is a product of a man who has not escaped his durance mentally yet. He was obsessed over her and kept as a toy and a pleasure thing. Now he's doing the same. To expect him to break of this habit with no effort to the breaking is unfair to him and to everyone else. That makes sense.
The breaking of his habit and the recovery from his time away is not my problem. My problem is that he refuses to admit that there is a problem.
Well, then perhaps it's time to have what one would call a coming to Jesus moment.
I do believe that my nephew Liam tried that. Maybe I need to throw a little more Jesus into the mix.
As in compassion. No, give him a soft look.
There's a lack of compassion in New York.
I know. Are you just now realizing this, Your Majesty? He's not asking like a duh, you didn't realize this way, as in a this is a very serious problem and most don't see it, and if you do now, I'm very happy.
He's Star Eyes can tell that it's something that's been sinking in over the last week or two. There's also a lack of self-worth.
He'll nod. You're in the unique position, my lord, to change those things. You have a voice, one that you can demand people listen to, and yet you don't even need to come from a place of demanding. Just be an example. Guide people. You are, for all intents and purpose, the Spring King. The spring often guides people into helping them to find emotion, the light and positivity in things. I think part of your problem right now is that you have a lot on your plate. You have many things that need to be taken care of. But it's hitting a dam. There's no way, it seems, to solve these issues. And so they keep piling higher and higher. You are the type of man who's used to being in control. But I challenge you to shift your thinking for a moment on what is before you, and to look within yourself to find a strength that you already possess. Your Majesty, I have a question.
Of course.
What is your mortal profession?
I'm a chef.
Come now. There's more to it than that. You are an executive chef. If in a kitchen, a chef, the head chef, tried to take all of the orders himself and create the meals, what would happen?
There would never be food.
What must the chef do?
Send it to the line.
Right now, what the city needs is a chef. It needs someone who knows how to send what is in front of it down the line. And he'll give him a soft smile. Like, you got this, bro. You just have to look at it the right way. You have the power here. So let's look at all of the things right now that are a priority to the city. Need to be done. He'll pull out a piece of paper and a pen. I'm gonna write this stuff down so I can make a post on it, by the way, out of game.
Okay.
If you out of game don't want to do this right now, that's fine. But William's just doing this to get it out of the way now.
No, I'm fine with it.
He'll actually look over some of his own notes. To stuff that he knows needs to be done. I believe right now, what do you see as needing to be done in the city?
Dr. Morgan's purse. We have the trouble with Kimberly's offspring. We have the quarterly wars.
He's writing, or he's talking.
We have to teach Alexander how to be a king and an adult. He furrows his brow with that. We need to continue our support of the Kingdom of Salem.
Boston treaties.
The Boston treaties. We have Sarah Stinati in treatment, and Reverend Kelly covering the basis for him.
All right. Right now, as I see things, I'll look over this list. Quarterly is going to be the largest strain on our city right now. Although what affects the quarterly does not affect many outside of your family and those with French ties in the city. The refugees are going to begin to put a strain on our own glamour holes after a while. And I'm sure they want to go home.
Yes.
So that is the top priority right now. I'll write that at the. He'll pick up another paper. Write down. We'll put that at the top. I believe Dr. Morgan's curse probably next on the list of priorities right now.
Yes.
Cannot afford to lose Dr. Morgan.
No, he's too important to be mere.
After that, in my opinion, the Boston Treaties are of importance because Boston and us hold alliance, and we are due to hold our end of that alliance.
I believe that Miss Kimberly is working diligently on Boston.
Our ties with Salem are fine for now. I would put that at the bottom of the list.
As long as my husband holding the mantle for Salem doesn't affect him, then that's fine.
There is one who is in the process of intentions to the throne. So he'll put that at the he'll put that like at the middle point, like kind of because the king is involved, he'll put it below the Boston Market Treaties. Alexander will, in my opinion, do well and fine. I think it would be pertinent for Sir Stenati if Miss Pearl Adair supervised his recovery. She has begun school for exactly this sort of thing, and her husband is his motley mate. I don't know if you know Miss Pearl or even well.
Oh, we've met.
But she, I think, giving her the task of supervising Sir Stenati's recovery will help. Don't you?
He'll nod and make the note on his little notebook that he's writing in.
No. As far as Alexander goes, I would have Sir Stenati help to focus on his tutelage so that he may have something to do to keep his mind occupied.
And he's also been training with the Constable of Falfaction as well.
Come on. That is good. Is Liam Hendricks and his wife helping to support his children?
They are.
He'll nod. He was worried about that for a moment. So, I believe the last on the list is Kimberly's offspring. As of right now, the Autumn Court itself is keeping an eye and paying mind to that situation. And although that is a newer situation for us. It is not unprecedented. You can make me a wit sympathy roll if you want.
Sure. Two.
That had an edge of personal, like taint to it. You know what I mean?
And he'll raise a brow. And what was the outcome of the last time?
Do you know Ignatius Wraith?
We've met.
I'll nod. He is one of them. That is what he is.
It's a difficult life.
I'll nod. You can give me another with sympathy roll if you want. Go get it.
3.
It seems as though William wants to say something, but he doesn't. Like it's one of those things where if Maurice wanted to ask, he might say something, and it looks like he wants to say it, but do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he'll give him a look. Like, is there something on your mind, my friend?
I was just thinking about Ignatius.
Oh.
He kind of furrows his brow. I think it's rather well known I don't enjoy romantic company. It doesn't make me uncomfortable. I don't spurn it, but it literally does nothing for me. When I first returned, there was a girl in the spring, a flame siren, who wanted to put that to the test. I am physically a man. My body still works. We laid together. Ignatius was the product of our union. I don't know if I'd call myself his father because I'll kind of think on it for a moment. He'll just shrug. Not like a shrug, but like his shoulders lift and drop. It's like he doesn't know what to say. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like a lot of peopling, and he's not used to that. He doesn't really have an explanation. It's just kind of more of it's a fact. You know what I mean?
It is what it is.
It is what it is. There you go. So he just shuts up.
I'll pat him on the shoulder. No romantic connection then, huh?
I'll shake his head. I just don't. I don't have those stirrings anymore. And I've had many women try. Had men try. I've been told that I'm handsome.
He nods. I wouldn't kick you out of bed. He chuckles.
But I just draw no pleasure whatsoever. Oh, give me one quick second, okay?
Yep.
Hold on. I'm back! I'm back! What are they talking about?
Sorry, I'm back.
What were they talking about?
Oh,
lack of sex.
The lack of sex.
Yeah, he just shrugs and he's like, I don't know. Since getting back, I've felt no worldly desires of that nature.
No stirrings at all.
Shake his head.
Do you miss it?
What does he say?
He says, "Do you miss it?"
No. Not really.
He's honestly like very intrigued by this because it's Maurice.
I have Jeremiah for companionship, company and discussion. I don't mind being touched. I like he'll point at like his shoulder the way Maurice has been squeezing his shoulder.
Uh-huh.
I don't mind it. But as I said, I spent a millennia a star. All in the span of one night. few hours to you, but to me, hundreds of lifetimes.
Clearly it works because you were with a woman.
Hold on. I don't think physicals are the question. And he'll like tilt his head. I've awoken in a state of arousal. But I don't consider those to be desires. It's more just physiology.
And you just look at it and shrug and walk away.
He shrugs and nods.
Like he can't frame this.
Like he doesn't even masturbate, he's that hardcore.
Yeah, like he just kind of blinks a couple times and then scratches his forehead. Like sometimes when a swift wind comes and
Just shake his head. And I've yet to find an exception.
now normally I would see this as a challenge, but
No, he was about to say that too. It's like, for the sport of it, if you find it a challenge, you can try to throw somebody past me. I can appreciate the game of it, but
we'll ponder for a minute. He's like thinking hard. He goes through his phone and he's scrolling and he's scrolling and he goes, okay, well, let's see who we've got.
I'll just go back to he can appreciate a good experiment, so he's going back to reading while you look at your phone.
Josephine's married, and you wouldn't like her anyway. She's very opinionated.
A smile.
Her mother called her spirited.
Oh my god.
What?
No, he doesn't say that, I do. Oh my god.
Liam is married. And now a stage escort.
Oh, congratulations, you must be proud.
So proud.
Sincerely, by the way, Adigan, he said that sincerely.
Yeah. He just shrugged. He's like, it's better than his other career, I suppose. At least, actually, pretty much exactly the same. But Noah is married. Rebecca, I can't keep up with that girl. She's gay. She's not gay. She's gay. She's not gay. I don't know.
He's expressive.
Chloe is taken. Max is seeing Sierra. Actually.
Isn't that your autistic, asexual brother?
Yeah, he would have been the one that I sent to you, honestly.
It would have just been like putting two magnets with the same polarity near each other. And certainly nothing would have happened.
Maybe. Let's see. Camille is taken very recently. He blinks a couple times.
keep in mind, if all you want to do is see if I would find pleasure in the touch of someone, it doesn't have to be for a long-term romance. That I guarantee you won't happen.
Stephanie never. He chuckles. Oh no. Celeste is with William Morgan.
You can give me a roll.
Okay. Oh.
His eyes sparkle a little bit when he said Celeste.
When I said Celeste.
He knows her. It's Dr. Morgan's girl. There's recognition there.
Okay, it's not like a ooh, it's a
No. It's more, oh, I know that name.
Yep. Yes.
Like in a personal sense.
Celeste is very happy with Dr. Morgan, and Alexander has a secret lover that nobody knows who it is, but we know it is. Oh, you know everything.
It's like he'll smile at him.
Is it going to cause me indigestion?
He grins.
You saucy minx.
Oh my.
So your options currently are my nephew Liam and my niece Stephanie.
I thought you said your nephew Liam was married.
And a sage escort.
Come on.
If it's just
I have no opinion.
well, clearly that's why I'm in this. He sticks his tongue out at him.
But I do find it amusing. You haven't offered yourself as an option.
Myself is very confused currently. I value your friendship too much.
Thank you. Because I can most assuredly tell you, it would certainly not happen. I value your friendship too much.
He nods. But I could send my brother, maybe. I mean, if you like this face, but there's two of me.
I literally am of the opinion. I don't think that you could send anyone who would work.
He'll chuckle.
It's just kind of like a shrug, like you're taking so much time trying to figure out who when it's all going to end up in the same result in his eyes.
I like science. And he'll grin. And if you want to wit's empathy on him as he's looking through pictures, you can.
So many dice for such a low roll.
Mm.
You have one success.
When he sees the picture of Stephanie in his phone, there's a little, like, devious smile to him. Like the hint of a, well, huh. And then he just shakes it off.
He'll sip a cup of tea. Right now he's wearing that perpetually amused look. Like his brows are a little bit up.
And he'll make a phone call. Tell her to that he's got a commission for her
Oh my.
to come and draw someone for him. Painting if she decides.
He's reading and doing stuff that the Ashen Notary does.
Yep. And then he'll look at Star Eyes and smile. Oh, I'm going to Disney in the morning.
That's good. You could use a break, Your Majesty.
Yeah, we're taking our honeymoon a little early.
You got married a little early.
Yeah. More of a necessity than what we wanted, but
I remember the first time I went to Disney World.
oh,
Hold on. I do.
did you enjoy yourself?
Yes. I liked Pirates of the Caribbean best.
Good to know. And he'll make a little note in his notebook.
What's your head?
I enjoy Splash Mountain.
I'm not. This was at the land, though.
I've never been to the land, just the world and Paris, obviously.
Well, Euro Disney, right?
Well, I lived in Paris. It was there.
I went when I was 11 years old. And it was the year after it opened. My family was in better times. And we decided to take a road trip across the country. My mother, father, my sister, and I. And Disneyland was our last stop. At the time, it was nowhere near as big. It just opened. And it still had paper tickets.
Don't smile.
I'll actually get up. And he'll kind of go to one of his file things,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll reach in and kind of pull out a it's like the tickets, the original one.
Yeah.
A child's ticket. And he'll bring it over. Junior admission, it says. And it's for 50 cents.
Yep.
And he'll smile. showing it to him.
He'll grin.
I think one of my favorite rides after the Pirates of the Caribbean is the Carousel of Progress.
And he starts humming the song.
He'll actually hum it with him. It's a great big beautiful tomorrow.
The first time that we went, it was so hot. And that was the only ride that had air conditioning. And he rolls his eyes a little bit. And Emil fainted.
Chuckle.
So we had to sit in the air conditioning. We went on that ride 14 times in a row.
Oh my. Maybe I should go. I haven't been in so long. I took the Queen.
Oh, that must have been fun.
Her favorite ride is Haunted Mansion.
No. Really?
Could you imagine taking Her Majesty to Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique? Well, he's got his
His grin.
chin like kind of tucked on his hand.
Did she dress as all the villains?
She dressed as all of the outcasts.
Of course.
I believe they call it Disney bounding.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Dr. Morgan and I took her and Samantha down. I think my favorite area in Disney World is Tomorrowland. When we went, Dr. Morgan couldn't get off of his phone during the Laugh Floor show. He had a text. He had a text while he was on the Laugh Floor show, and it was incorporated into the show. If you're going, I highly recommend you try that. You try that experience.
Oh, I'm sure my husband has the entire trip planned for us already. And he'll smile.
I've always found it so strange. Somebody who's so capricious takes such joy in planning things and organizing things. I wonder why he's like that.
Because it's something that he can control explicitly.
But he's not that controlling of a man.
No.
Are you going to drink around the world?
Of course. Well, maybe not so much drink. I'm not supposed to, but...
Come on.
But eat, definitely eat. Twice if I walk fast enough.
At least to burn the calories off.
Well, I don't have that problem. It's Emil, but he smirks.
I'm not touching that.
No, you're not. That's why I'm not sending him to you.
He blushes.
He raises an eyebrow.
Damn it.
He's gonna roll. He's rolling for that one. Oh, he rolled.
Damn it.
Yeah, he got 3.
Got. You just got caught.
He looks at him like, oh, come on. Fess up.
Let's go back to reading.
Come on. Dish.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw that blush.
He'll look at him as though what's about to fly out of his mouth isn't sincere, but he's still gonna say it.
Uh-huh.
You know what you're doing is highly inappropriate. I mean, really, Your Majesty.
Oh, come on.
What?
You have to tell me now.
What do you mean I have to tell you?
That's what friends do. We goss. Come on. And he nudges his shoulder a little bit.
Are you trying to get me to involve myself in basic gossip?
Yes, I am.
You are so... He'll just shake his head like you are so uncomfortable. You are hellbent on unlocking my sexuality, aren't you?
You started the challenge.
No, I didn't. I told you I'd be open to it.
Yeah, and I'm openly walking into it right now. See, hey!
Your twin brother is what I would call a classically handsome man.
Well, he's my twin, so you're probably me classically handsome too. And he grins.
No. You're older. Thinner. He'll stick his tongue out at him.
His jaw drops. Ouch!
At a game, he doesn't laugh like this. But...
He holds his hand over his heart. I thought we were friends.
Well, we're friends. What do you want? I value your friendship. Throwing it back in his face.
And he holds it, and then he lifts his shirt up and pokes his six-pack. Nothing?
Shake his head. I'll even be kind and roll his willpower. And I'll give him extra dice because he genuinely does not give a shit. And then, oh, thank God for that 1, 2, whew. Nothing. Like, most people would be like, oh, fuck me, but just nothing.
He pouts.
It's nothing personal. I kind of like smile at him, like, not you, it's me.
Oh, because that's a line I haven't heard before.
I'm positive.
And he'll smile, and he'll actually reach over and fluff his hair.
He'll grin. He has very soft hair, by the way. Like, his hair is, like, really, like, it's got, like it shows in his picture, it has that falling in his face quality.
Uh-huh.
And it's, like, very soft.
Oh.
What?
You condition.
That's all I do. I don't wash my hair with shampoo.
Just when you think you know all the tips.
The fact that this guy just learned that from William Star Eyes is really, really funny. But he'll smile at him again.
Oh, my first wave of the attempt should be here any moment.
I'll grin. Look forward to it. For science.
Of course, for science. Let's see how it works.
I'm gonna pee really quick, and then we'll be right back at it again.
Okay.
One quick second. The sick husband needs me. I will be right back. Okay? Okay, I'm back. Hi, players.
I'm sorry, somehow my computer muted my headphones.
It's okay.
I've just been sitting here like, doo doo doo.
Okay, so first wave of the strike.
One quick thing. Yeah, so Maurice will smile and sort of pat him on the shoulder. Have lots of fun while I'm gone. And he'll excuse himself. And then this will wander in.
I'll look over at her. Blink politely at her.
And she'll raise an eyebrow. My lord.
Okay.
I've been tasked with drawing you by my uncle.
I'll grin.
I hope you don't mind.
Do I stay right here? Do you want me to pose?
No, just do what you do.
He'll kind of he'll kind of like think on it for a moment, and then he'll look down at the creationism book, and he'll pick it up, and he'll basically kind of get up and go over to a squishy chair and sit down in it. And he'll just open it and start reading.
She just picks up her pencil and starts to draw, just looking at him very curiously.
Why are you curious, child?
To draw you and see what happens. That's the quote from Reese.
I don't think anything's going to happen.
Well, I'm waiting for you to trip or juggle.
What?
She shrugs.
I didn't catch that. What did you say?
She said, I was waiting for you to do a trick or juggle.
A blink.
She keeps looking down and then looking back up.
He'll think about it for a moment, and he'll reach over and he'll pull out like on the side table. There's like a little bag, and he'll pull it out, and he'll pull out a pipe, and he'll pack it and light it, and he'll draw like a really high mouth of like he'll draw like a lot of smoke into his mouth, and he will blow some like Gandalf quality smoke rings.
Well, it's not juggling, but it's certainly entertaining.
He'll think on it for a moment, and he'll kind of like draw in some smoke thinking, and kind of infuse a little bit of like glamour and stuff like that. And what does Stephanie essentially feels? Stephanie, my fucking god, I just said that Spanish. What Stephanie feels is almost kind of like a little like breeze on the air. Okay? And what she notices is that he's essentially very quickly affecting the wind. And it's like on a minute level, like just shifts in air. Because when he blows the next smoke out, it forms into like a little rose.
That makes her actually grin.
And he'll let it like kind of hold in the air for a second, and then he'll blow it like to like break it. And then he'll sit back and smile.
That was impressive, sir.
Just smile again. Thank you. So you're an artist.
I fancy myself as something artistic.
I'll nod. I've never had any capability to draw.
It's something that my mother did as she's sketching away.
Do you enjoy it?
It brings me comfort.
It's what's most important then, isn't it? How long were you gone for?
6 months. Well, 6 months your time. It was closer to 2 years.
I was gone for 7 hours, 15 minutes and 33 seconds.
What's her head?
What?
You're very precise.
I'll smile. It's a trademark of my people. For an out-of-game note for the viewers, the telluric ability is the ability to pinpoint time. That's why his watch is broken. There is someone in the Winter Court you should seek out.
She'll look up. Oh,
Do you like animals?
I don't find them intolerable. I don't quite much like anything.
Why not? And you just proved his point as to why he thought this. I'm glad to know my instincts out of game were right.
Shrug.
There is a man named John in the Winter Court you should look for. I think you'll find a friend in him.
I think friends are tricky.
He has had trouble making friends as well. She gets like the tone from his voice. He's not trying to give her a hookup. He genuinely thinks that they would be friends. That extends out of character too, out of game.
She'll look up at him. Friends require emotion. She looks at him and then looks back down to her sketch. Yes, but friends require emotion, and I'd rather not.
Why?
Emotions make you feel things and cloud your judgment.
If that's how you feel. William, don't argue, people. You don't care.
Yeah, she's just doing her thing.
That's her opinion. Show enough. Own it, boo boo. And he'll go back to looking at his book. Maurice is aware of the fact that if he's watching, this is a bust.
Yeah.
Although he has enjoyed the conversation. He is having a very nice conversation with her.
And she'll finish up and hand him something. Once I find it.
He'll smile. Good job, by the way.
Yep.
He'll look at it and smile. Oh. That's very nice. Thank you. Wow. I'm glad you're calm. Leads to such beauty.
She'll smile and nod politely.
Can I keep it?
Of course.
He'll actually kind of put it in the same place that his ticket was.
She'll pack up her stuff and sort of. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
No. It's fine.
He nods. She nods. And she bows politely and makes her exit, passing Maurice in the hallway.
He'll put the book down. Take another puff off his pipe. He'll smile at him.
He just pokes back in and goes, "Really? Nothing?"
He'll shake his head.
Her sister does call her Frosty the Snow Bitch for a reason.
I actually found it to be quite pleasant.
Well, yeah, when there's two people with limited emotions, I suppose. No offense.
My emotions aren't limited.
They're
I'll just kind of look at him like, you're offending me.
Emotions are not limited, but they're kept very close to the vest.
Well, someone's has to.
Spring, I don't do that. And he waves his hands.
Are you done, or?
I give up. You win.
I'll grin at him. I'm sorry.
And he wanders over and he kisses him right on the forehead.
He'll grin.
He shakes his head. He starts to wander out, humming the Tomorrow tune.
He'll chuckle and look back down at his book. And by the love of God, William Star Eyes has in fact proven it just doesn't happen. You want to end it there?
Yeah.
Okay. So, thank you players for playing, and thank you watchers for watching. Goodbye!